Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Small Business Training course. This week we're going to continue to think about how we grow the business. So you'll remember that in the last 2 weeks we've been thinking about different aspects of that, and this week brings that part of this course to a close. So let's remind ourselves first of all what we covered in the last 2 weeks. We were thinking about how we would put together a business plan with a view to using it to apply for a business loan, should we need that. Just to remind you, you don't have to be applying for a loan to have a business plan. A business plan is a good thing to have anyway. But in thinking about what we might need to persuade a loan company to lend us some money, we were thinking about what kind of characteristics a business loan company would be looking for in our business. And of course, one of the important things there is that the business loan company would be looking for a good risk. In other words, they would like, if they lend money, they want to be sure that they're going to get their money back. So as part of the process, we developed an actual balance sheet based on how your businesses are running currently. So I encouraged you, wherever possible, to write down the real figures, the figures that are relevant to your business now. So for example, your income would be actually how much money you make every week. And then we developed an estimated balance sheet which included the impact of a loan. So there was a new line on that estimated balance sheet which was how many, what the level of weekly payments were that we would have to pay back to the loan company to pay back the loan. And then we thought about return on investment. Partly this was to calculate how quickly we could pay back the loan, but also this is an important element. It's a good tool to help you decide whether a loan is effective, whether it's worth doing. And then finally, we developed a final balance sheet. So that balance sheet is the position after you have expanded your business with a business loan and after the loan has been completely repaid. So this week we're going to put all of that together, all the things that we learned in the last 2 weeks and more actually, into a business plan. So a business plan is a document that really describes your business. And I'm going to introduce a template for you to do that, to help you understand what things should be included in your business plan, which also, of course, could be a loan proposal. So thinking about a business plan will help you to understand how healthy your business is right now. It helps you to understand the money coming in and the money going out and the balance. It helps you to keep an eye on how much you were able to save. In the UK we have a phrase we say, saving for a rainy day. In other words, putting money aside in case of emergencies. And your business plan will tell you how much money, will remind you how much money you're able to put away in a savings, either for emergency or for growing your business, buying new equipment, for example. So secondly, a business plan will also help you make a good case for a loan. As we were thinking about in the last 2 weeks, a loan company will want to be sure that the business is viable. It'll want to be sure that the business is healthy before it lends money. And then finally, a business plan helps you plan for the future. It's good to have a target, it's good to have something to aim for, and having a business plan will help you to keep your business on track. And potentially it will help you not get distracted with things that are not important. So I'm now going to introduce you to a suggestion for a template for a business proposal or a loan proposal. And I think probably there are 5 sections which are quite important. You might actually in discussion come up with some other sections, and that's fine. There's nothing particularly wrong with having different sections and different information. I just wanted to keep it quite simple for you to start with, but you can develop this as you go along. So the first section is going to be basic business details. The second section will be where you are applying for a loan, will be the purpose of the loan and the value. So in other words, you will describe there why you want the loan, what you're going to do with the money, and how valuable it's going to be to the business. The third section will be describing your current business. So here you'll use your actual balance sheet. And then the fourth section will show the proposed business. In other words, what the business will look like if you get the loan and if you invest the money from the loan in buying more equipment. And then finally, the fifth section is the return on investment, and there will include the final balance sheet as well. So we'll take each of these sections one by one and dig into them, have a look at them in a little bit more detail now. So the first section is basic details. For example, the name of the business, where you operate, your contact details. Helpful to have something about your vision, your where you want to be as a business in the future, how you want to build the business. And I'm sure you can think of other things that are important for this. These sorts of details are the sorts of things that you would possibly have on a business card. And the second section is the loan purpose and value. So this section will enable you to be really clear about what you're asking for, how you will spend the money, how it will benefit the business, why you should receive a loan, and how much savings you already have is also something that you can include in this section. So it's all about demonstrating to a loan company that you are a good risk, that your business is a good risk. It's already successful enough for them to be confident that they will get their money back. But also, often a loan company, a bank or whatever, will want to be confident that the money will be well spent. So in other words, if they lend you money and you use it to build the business, they want to know that that's going to be effective, that it's going to be money well spent, essentially. And our third section describes the current business. In other words, how your business is doing at the moment. And this is where you would use your actual balance sheet to demonstrate to yourself as well as to a loan company how well you are doing. It shows how healthy the business is, and also in terms of applying for a loan, I think having a balance sheet which shows how the business is running demonstrates that you can manage money and that you understand about the health of the business. And that's a good thing because that builds confidence for the loan company. Our fourth section is the proposed business. So this is where we would use the expected balance sheet. And again here we can describe what difference the loan will make to the business. And as we've seen in previous lessons, there's a new line in this balance sheet which is the weekly loan repayments line. So in other words, you are demonstrating that even though you are getting a loan, you can still afford to pay the loan back without your business coming to a halt, without your business failing. The fifth section is the return on investment, and here you will use your future balance sheet. So this not only will demonstrate how long it'll take you to pay the loan back, but it also demonstrates how the business will grow as a result of investing the money that you have got from the loan. I should say that even if you're not applying for a business loan, you're not applying for a loan for expanding, you are using your own savings to fund extra equipment. Going through this process with balance sheets is still a useful thing to do, because it'll help you assess the best way of spending the money that you have, the best way of spending the savings that you have made with the business. And it may be that some things will be nice to have, even though they cost money, but won't necessarily improve the business. So one of the things that is important in thinking about expanding the business is to invest wisely, to use your money, whether it's money that you've saved or whether it's money that you've borrowed from somebody or a loan company, but to use that money wisely to make sure it makes a difference with your business. So I hope today's lesson has helped you understand how to write a business plan or a loan proposal, and how to write a business plan that could be used to help you understand how healthy your business is now. It will help you to make a good case for a loan if you need a loan, and also it will help you plan the future and have a successfully growing business in the future. And of course, no small business training lesson would be complete without the exercises, and here they come. So, as a group, what I want you to do is to think about the business details section of the business plan template, and think about all of the things that should be put into that section. You might also, as a group, want to think about whether there are any other sections that would be relevant to add in the business plan to develop it even further. And then, as individuals, what I'd like you to do is write your very own business plan. So use your own businesses as real information, so that by the end of the exercise you will have your own business plans that we can use in the future, that you can use now, and which will help you have a clearer view of how your business is doing. And then next week, everyone will have the opportunity to present your plans to the class, the rest of the class. So watch this space, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have fun. Bye.